Do you really need other people's approval to feel happy? Some people will say yes, because recognition makes us feel valued. But what if that belief is the very thing keeping you from living freely? We live in a world where attention is currency. Every like, every comment, every compliment feels like proof of our worth. But the truth is simple. External validation will never be enough. Today, let's explore 7 powerful truths about why happiness without validation is possible, and why this idea may feel uncomfortable, even controversial. The illusion of approval. Validation feels good, but it is temporary. When someone praises you, your confidence rises, but only for a moment. Soon you're hungry for more. This creates a cycle of dependency where your self-worth is measured by others' opinions. Some will argue that approval is part of being human, that without it, we become disconnected. But if your happiness collapses every time people stop clapping, then your foundation is weak. True joy should not be at the mercy of other people's applause. Living without validation doesn't mean ignoring others. It means no longer being controlled by their opinions. Defining happiness on your own terms. Ask yourself, what does happiness mean to you? Is it built from your own passions or shaped by what others approve of? Think of the times you've been alone, doing something you love, and felt truly alive. That happiness was real, even if nobody else witnessed it. Some may argue that joy is incomplete unless it's shared, but that belief is exactly what traps people in dependency. Choosing to define happiness for yourself is not selfish. It is self-respect. And yes, it might make others uncomfortable because they want you to live by their standards. But freedom begins when you stop asking for permission to be happy. The trap of constant comparison. Validation thrives on comparison. You start measuring your worth by how much recognition you get compared to others. Who decided that likes, money, or admiration equals success? Society did, and society's standards are constantly shifting, which means you'll never win. Some believe comparison motivates us to improve, but improvement based on insecurity is toxic. You end up chasing approval, not genuine growth. If you want true success, you have to stop running other people's race. Living without validation means you can finally measure your life by your own values, not society's scoreboard. Building true inner strength. Standing without validation requires courage. It means believing in yourself when no one else does, and staying calm even in the face of criticism. Some will call this arrogance, but is it really arrogance to trust your own judgment? Or is it weakness to constantly need reassurance? Critics may dislike your confidence because it threatens their dependency on approval. But inner strength is not about pride, it's about peace. When you no longer need constant validation, you become free to act boldly and live authentically, without fear of rejection. Relationships without neediness. One of the biggest transformations comes in your relationships. When you don't seek validation, you no longer beg for attention or shape-shift to be liked. Instead, you connect with people who appreciate your true self. Some will say this makes you distant, but the truth is the opposite. It makes your relationships stronger, because they are built on authenticity, not desperation. And yes, some people will walk away once you stop seeking their approval. But isn't that a blessing? Their departure reveals they were only there to feed your insecurity, not to love you for who you are. The gift of rejection. Rejection feels like a nightmare for people who crave validation. But when you let go of the need for approval, rejection becomes a gift. It shows you who truly values you and who doesn't. Some argue that harmony is more important than individuality. But what kind of harmony requires you to betray your own truth? Isn't it better to be rejected for who you are than accepted for who you're not? Living without validation means embracing rejection as part of authenticity. You stop fearing it and start using it as proof that you are living honestly. The freedom of being alone. Perhaps the clearest sign of emotional independence is the ability to be alone without feeling empty. When you stop craving validation, solitude becomes peace, not punishment. You can enjoy your own company, pursue your passions, and feel whole without constant applause. Critics will call this antisocial, but is it really? Or is it simply the highest form of freedom? To feel happy even when nobody else is watching. When you are comfortable being alone, you are no longer chained by others' opinions. That is the purest liberation. Living happily without validation will always divide opinion. Some will say it's dangerous, others will call it freedom. The question is, are you willing to stop chasing approval and start defining happiness for yourself? Or will you remain trapped, waiting for applause that may never come? The choice is yours, and your answer might reveal more about your true independence than you realize.